Good evening, everyone. It's been probably 2 or 3 days since I've been able to record, but back to the grind today. So there are some really intense energies going on here in the collective, and winter just, is known to be a season for releasing. As we can see during the fall, the trees shedding their leaves, all of the old kind of going out to make way for the new that wants to come in. So this is a season that can trigger a lot in people, and you can feel it in the collective energy. I'm starting with the Soul's Journey lesson cards, which is a heavily emotion-based deck. And the two cards that came out are adversity and trust. This could not be more synchronistic because at the bottom of the deck we have fear, and there is always a level or degree of fear involved whenever there is change. Whenever you are ending or completing cycles so that something new can be welcomed into your life, there is a feeling of adversity. There is the what ifs that tends to go through our minds about, we don't know whether we should take this leap of faith or not. We don't know what the future holds. Everything feels really shaky and uncertain. And that is where your guides, the higher powers that be, your intuition is really asking you to trust. It's asking you to sort of list out everything that no longer serves you and everything that you wish to accomplish. And sometimes by writing out what you wish to accomplish, that's what kind of helps you pinpoint where your blockages are. And that is really what this season is drawing everyone's attention to. This is masculine and feminine both. The year 2022 itself has been a season of ending cycles so that 2023 can bring to the 3D what had only been like a nebulous idea in people's minds as of now. So for those of you who do identify with the label twin flame, there's a lot of mirroring going on right now. So many people's connections, even those that have just a deep soul connection with somebody, but that are not literally or technically a twin flame. Pardon me, I need some water. Sorry about that. My throat has been scratchy for the last 2 days, and I just randomly start coughing. So, but those people with deep soul connections are also experiencing this mirroring energy. So if you are a twin flame, you're definitely mirroring. Or if you just have like a deep soul connection with somebody and you aren't even technically a twin flame, you're still mirroring that person as well. This is all about the soul connection journey here. So meditation, clearing your energy, sound baths, etc. have never been more important than it is now, because you need to know whose energy you are operating off of. So I feel like a lot of those fearful, anxious, adversity energies that are being felt in the collective are going to be able to be given some closure once you are able to differentiate what's your energy, what is your counterpart's energy, what do you actually need to worry about and release, and what is their problem, their work to do. So we're gonna have a take a look. I can't even talk today, you guys. We're gonna have a look using tarot to see what's going on with the masculines and the feminines, and just give whatever guidance comes through from spirit. So I think firstly, let's take a look at the masculines. And I'm using my Mermaid Tarot today. Okay, these cards are wanting to just fly through. We have Death and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, this cannot get more synchronistic. Death is all about endings. Page of Pentacles is all about new beginnings. It's this fresh start, childlike student mode, learner mode, something brand new that you are hoping to begin in order to create something long-term out of it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance, which is our emotional balance card. So this is actually really almost like a past, present, future glimpse into the collective energies at this time. So both the masculines and the feminines, I feel like, can resonate with this Death card, as well as the Page of Pentacles, because something is completing, a cycle is completing here, something is on its way out. And I just heard Spirit say a chair empty. So yes, it could be people that are leaving your life. It could be situations that are cycling out. It could be careers that are being changed. It could be anything really. But the fact is that something is going out to make room for something new. And we've had this running theme of rainbows. Look at the rainbow on this Page of Pentacles card. So this really speaks to the fact that whatever this is that is dying in your life is what the blockage is for getting this rainbow. So don't fear this change, but rather balance your emotional self through this change. Temper your emotions, temper your fears, so that you can make room for the blessings that are about to come in. 2023 is a year of wish fulfillment for a lot of people in the collective. Four of Wands, you guys. The Union card. For many of you that have been waiting to bring your connection into the 3D physical, 2023 is the year when a lot of this is going to be grounded into this physical world. Just like I always say, right? Twin flames especially come in waves, and union is just bound to happen. So if you didn't get your union the previous year, just get right back in line, because your turn will come when this Four of Wands card will be your present energy rather than future. So if you look at the moon up here, we hardly ever see the Four of Wands card in a nighttime setting, which is what makes this so unique. Because the moon is not only a very romantic symbol, it's not only an energy of intuition and emotions, but it's also an energy of unknown. It's an energy of anxiety. It's an energy of, I don't know what the future holds, and I'm scared of losing whatever stability I already have, even if it's not much. But the Four of Wands card is all about stability, foundations, and making something that will last the long haul. So it's not just about the romantic union between twin flames. This is about us solidifying our financial stability, our careers, our sense of self, our self-love, self-worth. And this is what the divine masculines are working on. This is exactly what will lead to the 3D union, is once they are able to ground themselves enough. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are all about new beginnings, but the Ace of Pentacles is about, you know, like those roots of a redwood tree or the deep roots of an oak tree, where they know how to use the resources around them to serve their highest good, redwoods kind of interlock or intertwine their roots so that they can support one another and coexist. And, you know, one always supplies the other with whatever the other may be lacking if they have it. And that way they kind of keep that circle of life going in a redwood forest. Oak trees have their roots extremely deep in the ground. They're large trees and they live for hundreds of years. That's what this Ace of Pentacles and Four of Wands energy is speaking to. Your divine masculine is looking for that long-term stability, longevity in your relationship, their ability to be a provider and to maintain that status with you for the long term. This is all about, you know, the I'm not playing around energy. This is, I want to build a family with you. This is, I know where my future lies, and I will not let anything get in the way of me creating stability for it. I don't want to jump in when I'm not ready and mess things up. You know, like this is where the mindset of the masculines have been. But now they're kind of being pushed by divine intervention to release whatever is holding them back from that stability that they had been holding on to from a fear-based mentality. So this fear is actually part of what is being released as well. Divine intervention, you guys, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about divine intervention. It's about changes that come in that may be slow to start, or that may have been slow to start, I should say, but that are now getting ready to move forward at warp speed here. I do feel like there are some divine feminines on this channel who may have been feeling like, is this ever going to happen pretty recently? I feel like that is an energy that, you know, comes and goes within their mind pretty frequently, but I feel like the most recently, certain divine feminines had really almost stopped believing that this could happen for them. But this Wheel of Fortune gives us that divine protection and intervention reassurance here that things are happening exactly according to divine order, that there is nothing that is happening that isn't for you. Allow the wheels of time to turn naturally, allow things to follow their natural course, and trust through this adversity that everything is going to fall into place. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. And what is the Six of Cups, you guys? It is a card of people returning from the past, soulmate connections. It is such a joyful, beautiful card. It has almost this innocent, childlike energy that speaks to new beginnings of, even though this may be a connection that has existed for years and years, but this reconnection, this reconvening of the counterparts is really going to be so pure, so childlike and innocent that it's going to feel new again. I'm hearing Spirit say renewal and love. So it's going to be so familiar that you're able to pick up where you left off, but it's also going to be so new that the pain of the past is just going to really, I heard Spirit say, erase itself. So potentially for some, yeah, it could be that, you know, you thought you would not be able to let go of that past trauma or that past heartache, but Spirit's really showing here that you will release it. You will be able to let it go, despite what you may be thinking or feeling at this time. And the divine masculine is also worried about whether or not you will ever be able to see them the same way as you did before. There is somebody, or probably a few people here, whose connection involved deception. And this divine masculine is well aware that you are aware now of the deception that they had created in the past. And that is where they need to trust that if you are still open to them, then that is a wound that will heal. It's not going to heal overnight, of course. It will take some time. It's going to take honesty, open communication, and consistency. But the divine feminine that I'm channeling, I feel like is ready to trust that those things are going to change, that the positive energy will re-enter this connection. We have the sun here, which is a card of hopefulness. This is the positive energy card. This is a card of renewal. This is joy, abundance. And it's also, you know, for some, this might speak of children. I feel like some counterparts in 2023 will actually either be getting pregnant with or giving birth to, or both, their first child together. There's definitely at least 2 connections here on this channel that I feel that for. And if they aren't here as a subscriber already, I feel that they will find this video and be drawn to it for this message. The divine masculines are being asked to trust in that positive energy, that hopefulness, that, you know, that they are feeling, that they're channeling, that it's not them being delusional here, but their feminine is really open to giving them a second chance regardless of what happened in the past. 8 of Swords. As soon as I flipped this over, I heard release the past. That's the only thing holding the counterparts captive right now, is their inability to release the past. And this energy that I spoke of when we began recording this video is that, you know, there's a lot of not being able to move past what had happened that is currently showing up in the masculine energy, this 8 of Swords energy. That card wants to fly. You know, this is what's showing up for a lot of the masculines in the collective. There may be some masculines that I feel like are cursing themselves for the choices that they've made because they've never felt more stuck in their life, and now they're realizing that really what they did was chop themselves at the knee, because whatever choice they made, it was such a bear trap that they sometimes feel like they don't have the wherewithal or the ability to change their circumstances. But the truth is that they do. They're just blind, or some of them are willfully turning a blind eye to it, and some of them really just can't see a way out. But all of that is what this Wheel of Fortune is changing. This is divine intervention, divine protection and help. And what it's bringing in is this joyfulness. It's bringing in this rainbow. It's bringing in this wish fulfillment. 2023 is definitely a year of wish fulfillment for many in the collective. So it's really going to be the year that you start to see things moving in the 3D, if you haven't already, in this present year, 2022. Any last messages, Spirit, for the masculine before we move on to the divine feminine? Four of Swords. Yes, this card, the energy is so mirrored right now, you guys. It's actually really hard to differentiate between the masculine and the feminine, because I'm channeling a dual energy with almost every card that I'm pulling here. It's like they're joined right now, they're tethered. So the masculines and the feminines both need to clear their energy. They need to go into a rest and recovery mode in order to gain some clarity and to take the leap of faith that they need to take in order to bring that rainbow, that Four of Wands energy into their life. They are being pushed, as the Wheel of Fortune indicates, into this this Page of Pentacles energy where, you know, they're not afraid of taking that risk. They're willing to learn whatever they need to learn that's new to them in order to make the changes and bring in the renewals that they need to. And here at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a person who takes a leadership role in their life, that they don't really play around when it comes to their goals and their aspirations. So this is that internal shift that's going to happen before it shows up in the external world for the masculines. So I'm going to close out the masculine check-in on that note. I'm going to reshuffle these cards here in the tarot and see what comes through for the divine feminines. Divine feminine spirit. Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. My beautiful feminines, you are in your power. The Queen of Cups is a person who is extremely intuitive. They're wise. Intuition right now, especially for the feminine energies in the collective, are becoming extremely strong. Lunar cycles also affect the level of psychic ability that is triggered within people. If you are a true twin flame, your psychic abilities are also heightening at this time, whatever they may be. Not everybody is clairvoyant, but for those of you who are, you're going to notice that heightening. And for some of you who aren't, you're going to notice spurts of clairvoyance within yourself, where, you know, an ability that you never have before, or that you never had before, that you know, you may not be able to access as you like, but it's lying dormant within you, could be sporadically activated. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This is my pregnant lady card, and this doesn't have to be pregnant with a child, although as I said earlier, for some it will be in 2023. But this is pregnant with ideas, fertile with inspiration. This is, you know, I am rocking life in my solo dolo energy, and I love myself so much. I have filled my own cup so much that I'm realizing I am complete within myself, with or without this 3D relationship status with this person, right? With this masculine energy. This is what I see the Wheel of Fortune pushing our beautiful divine feminines further into. I feel like some of you have really watered your own lawn so well recently that you're almost feeling apathetic about your connection that you used to feel so emotional about. And that's because your self-love is really shining like as bright as the sun. No matter how much darkness is surrounding you, take a look at this card here. There is darkness surrounding this feminine here, but right above her head, just exactly where she's at, is that ray of sun that is lighting her area, that is not allowing her to fall into that darkness. That is such beautiful energy, and that's such beautiful confirmation of divine protection over this connection, over you, divine feminine, and over your counterpart. That no darkness can prevail when the sun is lighting the sky. And that sun is lighting exactly where you're at. It's letting the darkness be what it is. It doesn't matter, but it's pulling you and your counterpart out of that darkness into the joyful, bright light of the sun that allows you to see things clearly, that heightens your intuition, that pulls you out of that Eight of Swords trapped and blindfolded energy. It allows you to see what you do have control over. In this deck, this is the Five of Wands, and this is all about things being synchronized so that it can follow a devised plan, right? This isn't about the conflict that needs to change and all of that. The Five of Wands in this deck is a very different card, and I actually love this card in this deck. It's about the ducks being lined up in a row. It's about everything being synchronized and placed as it should be through divine order, divine intervention, so that you can reach a goal. All of these people in this line have only one common goal. They all have their eye on that one target, and they're all working together. They can't see what's happening behind them, but they know what they need to do. And this is also a mirrored energy between the feminines and the masculines. Whatever adversity there is, trust that it will be overcome. Any final messages for the divine feminine counterpart spirit? Any final messages? I feel some hesitation in the deck because I feel like there are messages that could come out, but it's not time yet for them to be revealed. So I'm not going to force an answer here. Yeah, I ended at the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So adversity, right? But these towers are also happening for us. It's to clear out the old, to bring in the new. Clear your energy, go into a rest and recovery mode if you have to, and trust everything will be well. To close out this reading, I'm going to channel just a couple, maybe 2 or 3 messages from the Divine Masculine. I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. This is the current energy of the masculine. They have their mind made up. They know what they need to do. They're just trying to figure out how to do it. I've been telepathically communicating with you. Yes, they definitely have, and that's why you are mirroring one another right now. Whatever anxiousness you have is just being transferred back and forth between the counterparts. You influence me in ways no one ever has. Remember that lineup in the Five of Wands? Your spiritual connectedness to your person, whether it's your twin flame or a deep soul connection, you are influencing them on a 5D level. Even if you're not in communication, your souls are always in communication. Bottom of the deck, we have I regret walking away from you. We talked about that heavy regret energy, right? At the beginning, where the masculines are kind of living in the past and cursing themselves for the choices they've made that have left them trapped in where they are right now. So absolutely, things are falling into place. Just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean it's not happening. So that was our little check-in for the collective tonight. I hope you all enjoy it. I do hope that those who will resonate with these messages will also discover this video on my channel. And I do invite you all to subscribe if you haven't already, and like these videos. By subscribing and liking, you are actually virtually transmitting your energy to me. And that allows me to pick up and channel your energy better, definitely more clearly, because then you have actually signaled to spirit that you are joining this collective and you are open to receiving whatever guidance or messages may come through. So if you would like for me to be able to channel more specific messages for you and your situation, I do highly encourage you to subscribe and like these videos. All right, you guys, I am also on Instagram. Definitely come and join my Twin Flame Soul Tribe there if you would like to purchase a personal reading from me. I do post collective readings there on Instagram as well, pretty much daily. So you can come check that out if you would like. My Twin Flame Manifestation Affirmations sale on the voice recorded version will end on Christmas Day. So these are the last 6 days to purchase until the sale goes away. All of that information will be in the video description box, including my Instagram handle where you can make those purchases from me if you would like. So I do hope to see you all there, but if not, I will talk to you again in the next reading video. Have a beautiful, magical evening, you guys, and happy holidays.